Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline, and fans, you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do another comic book review. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Superior Spider-Man, issue number 29, otherwise known as Goblin Nation Part 3. Here on the cover, you have the new Goblin, Slayers or whatnot, and on the cover you see Superior and you see Spider-Man 2099 here, basically just being tortured by this Goblin Slayer. So did this cover stay true to the story? Well, we'll find out in a little bit. What I think of the artwork? Well, first off, the book is written by Dan Slott. The script is done by Christos Cage, and the artwork is done by Giuseppe Cavalli. In the issue, the artwork is good when it comes to Superior Spider-Man being drawn. But I thought in this particular issue, I thought that certain things felt a little rushed. And I'm not a huge fan of Green Goblin having eyelashes. Kind of makes him look, feminine in a way. So I kind of don't agree with that too much. Again, when it comes to the Superior Spider-Man, the way he's drawn, I do like that. And I do like these moments here as well. When you see Dr. Otto Octavius and Peter fighting for his memories here, like these flashback type of things. These panels, I like the way that is done in the book. And again, I like the way Superior is drawn in the issue. But when I saw certain things in here, I didn't really agree with it. I didn't care for it too much. And the Goblin Slayers that are in here, they just kind of look generic, a little bulky, and I thought they could have done a better job with the design for the new Spider Slayers or Goblin Slayers or whatever you want to call them. So what did I think of the actual story? There will be a couple spoilers, but I won't spoil everything. But I thought this story was just above average for me. I didn't feel that there was much progression. It left you hanging with a lot of things. Nothing really got resolved or progressed in the actual issue. In the issue, you find out obviously that Green Goblin and his crew are causing chaos all over the city. J. Jonah Jameson is basically letting loose the Spider Slayers. There's certain people in his administration that don't agree with the situation, so particular people leave the administration. You get to see Mary Jane in character in this issue. Again, she's being strong towards Peter, or Dr. Otto Octavius, because he kind of blows her off. And Mary Jane says, you know what, we're not together anymore. And she's just like, I didn't ask for any of this. You're not my sidekick, this and that. And, he hangs up on her. But good for her, because she was being strong and she was standing up for herself, which is good. So the book continues to make her strong now again. In the issue, you get to see Peter again trying to fix Carly Cooper, trying to relieve her of the Goblin serum. But again, he has to go out and try to fight the Goblins. So really nothing gets resolved there as well. In the issue, you get to see good interactions with Green Goblin here on how he's just getting everything that affects Otto Octavius' life, whether it's his school, his home, his the heart clinic, anything that has to do with him. The Green Goblin is threatening Otto Octavius with. So again, it's a pretty good issue, but nothing really gets resolved. The one thing that happens in this issue is you see someone that gets held hostage, and this person gets killed in the actual issue, which it's almost like it's a meaningless death. And I think that the person that is being held hostage, and this is a spoiler because I want to say it, is I think his Professor Lamaze, the teacher that kind of wanted, Otto Octavius or Peter Parker to fail. And the person that gets killed is this is what happens here, and he gets killed by Green Goblin. But it seemed like Otto Octavius really didn't care if he was held hostage or died in the beginning until there was certain dialogue that was said by this professor, because all he cared about really was Anna Maria. So how could Green Goblin make such a huge mistake by thinking he would care so much for this best friend. Why would he not use Anna Maria instead? Green Goblin has so much right. He's done so many things right to set up this plot, and he brings back a old friend of Otto Octavius. Why would he not use Anna Maria? I didn't get that. And then the issue kind of takes a downfall for me when the Spider Slayers appear and they go after Superior, and what happens is they get turned off, and the book takes a downfall. I find out what I really didn't like about this issue, and it's Spider-Man 2099. I do not like the way the character talks. I don't like his dialogue. It really bugs me. I had this problem with when he made his return back in the Superior Spider-Man book, and he always says stupid things like I'm trying to think of what he tries to say in here. But he does this horrible dialogue that I feel is so cheesy and lame, and at the end they wind up, both getting held by the Spider Slayers at the end. But I could deal without Spider-Man 2099. He just really bugs me. I don't like the character. I don't like his dialogue. Maybe even if his dialogue was a little bit better, I would enjoy it. But he just sounds so generic and lame. Like, oh, what the snag is going on? Oh, what the bit? It's just like, why do we gotta talk like that? Like, I get he's from the future, but it's just so cheesy and dumb, and it just took away from the comic book. You really didn't need him in the issue at all. When the Spider Slayers were turned off, it was very predictable on who it was that turned them off. And you're left with this kind of a lame cliffhanger that these two are being held captive by the Spider Slayer. They're going to get out of it because this whole thing has to do with Green Goblin, and this is the kind of like the backstory, the second plot that J. Jonah, is willing to give up everything now to get back at Spider-Man. So, it wasn't bad, but the last issue had such a better impact. So, in the end, I'm going to give this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was slightly better than average, but the last issue was much, much better. And again, I thought that death was almost a little bit meaningless. I really wasn't invested in the character all that much. And again, Spider-Man 2099 just does not do it for me in the Spider-Man universe right now. So again, 3.5 out of 5 stars. Guys, leave me your comments below on what you thought of part 3 of Goblin Nation. And don't forget to check out my other reviews on Comic Book Corner 2.0 as well. And then don't forget to check out comicfrontline.com for our written and news articles as well as comic related. Together, we have all kinds of comic greatness that you won't want to miss. So guys, as always, thank you for watching, and until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye.